One thing Republicans and Democrats can agree on: we all resent corrupt politicians. But as District Attorney of Delaware County, and then again as U.S. Attorney of Pennsylvania's Southeast District, Pat Meehan has sent a clear message to corrupt public officials: not on my watch. When politicians or so-called public servants went bad, Pat Meehan dropped the hammer.
Vince Fumo was a big shot in political circles here in Philadelphia, but in federal prison in Kentucky, he's not expected to get much respect at all.
It was big news when his U.S. Attorney Pat Meehan brought down one of Pennsylvania's most powerful politicians. A jury found former state senator Vince Fumo guilty on 137 criminal counts, including stealing millions of dollars from the state and 2 nonprofit organizations.
Vince Fumo chose to steal $2 million. The jury found that beyond a reasonable doubt. He abused his office and then, when caught, obstructed this investigation remarkably.
Pat sent others to prison too. His unwavering dedication to justice, regardless of status or political affiliation, resulted in dozens of convictions out of Philadelphia City Hall, including City Treasurer Corey Kemp, now serving a 10-year sentence. City Councilman Rick Mariano sold his office for bribes and gifts until Pat Meehan put him behind bars. And former Republican mayor of Norristown, Ted LeBlanc, is serving 4 years for bribery, fraud, and tax evasion. Pat also charged Norristown's borough administrator and 3 local businessmen with corruption.
And corruption is one of those that just eats away at the fabric of the system. Those who are using their capacity in government to self-deal or to use that to, self-perpetuate themselves in positions of power and influence. It was the influence of the culture of corruption which would then prevent other people from coming and even wanting to participate in government or commerce in the city of Philadelphia, because they said, why should I? The whole place is, it's fixed, it's corrupt. And we lose. We lose entrepreneurship, we lose opportunity, we lose the capacity to take the best advantage of the resources we have when we stifle that entrepreneurial spirit.
That's what it was for contractors in Philadelphia. Paying off plumbing inspectors had become a way of life.
The green handshake, the plumbing inspectors that were shaking down the contractors. So a guy's trying to make a living. He's got 4 people working for him. He's rehabbing houses. And the inspector comes by. He won't let the concrete be poured until he gets the handshake with the $50.
Pat put an end to Philadelphia's green handshakes, charging 13 of the city's 14 plumbing inspectors with taking bribes. And what struck Pat was the fact that one inspector refused to compromise his integrity.
Now here's an honest guy who's just trying to make a living. He's got to make a fundamental decision. Do I participate in the corruption, become part of the process, or do I stand this up? But if I stand up, the job gets shut down.
Pat Meehan worked to end pay-to-play practices in Philadelphia and the suburbs, punishing the corrupt and helping to restore confidence in government.